So we're on the far side, but if you want to hold on to them.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So how's the tour been going?
Been going great.
It's eye safe at the distance you are, but don't look straight into the lasers.
I liked my painting, I liked my work, but I thought, you know, what did
It's interesting. So we call this Startup Town, and it's a little play on words. So many people, when they hear us, think it's Startup Town because we have a bunch of startups. But really, what we mean by this is Start Uptown. This is the uptown region of Pittsburgh.
originally thought, and you can say these words, but they don't always prove to be true in the end, that if you embed entrepreneurs in an underserved community, you're going to change their consciousness a little bit. They're going to realize what it takes to build community. They're going to realize what's happening. And like artists who used to be the precursors to community development, whether it was Soho in New York or wherever, we felt entrepreneurs could do the same thing.
Why did you leave CMU and why did you decide to look
Well,
here?
there's only so much you can do in academia, you know, so although I enjoy
I'm a startup guy, I'm just curious.
A main tenant will come back here for the end of the tour. He outgrew our facility and put us on.
That's the idea.
Exactly. So what we've done is we've set up some folks for you to talk about because we figured the best way to get a feel for Startup Town is to actually talk to the people.
The potential of reducing one secondary infection is the lawsuits behind it, just based on a $30,000 to $60,000 a year ticket is immense.
And how long does those last? How long do those last?
These, you can go up to 2,000 washes.
I wonder if you could use it for hotels too.
Yep,
Like,
hotels.
Some of those blankets in the hotels are a little sketchy, I'm just saying.
I was born in Belgium and grew up in Silicon Valley, in Cupertino.
So one of those, you know, abandoning Silicon Valley guys for Pittsburgh.
Yes, that's
starting
true.
to work.
Hey, sorry to bother you, but...
But you know, Andrew Carnegie was an immigrant.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And CMU obviously attracts a lot. And the question is how you get enough to come to stay here as opposed to go home or go to Silicon Valley. But what is not as well known is what's happening in cities like Pittsburgh or Detroit, where we started yesterday, or Cincinnati, where we'll be tomorrow, or Nashville, where we'll be on Friday. That the story of regional entrepreneurship is not as well told.
And how the public institutions are coming together to create these communities.
Right.
So I was hoping you could comment a bit on that.
Yeah, and I would say that I think there's work to be done to continue to build on the momentum that Pittsburgh has as a entrepreneurial region. And there's certainly work to be done to do a better job of evangelizing what Pittsburgh's doing.
Expect lots of noise from the audience throughout this entire pitch competition. We have a machine that automates the manufacture of composite parts.
We're developing power generating shoe insoles so you can charge portable electronics.
Removing this protein from my diet restored my life back to normal, but there was one thing I couldn't recapture, and that was a great tasting craft beer.
Wondering just about what the team's background is and why you guys are uniquely positioned to attack this problem.
But if I did run, would it make any difference how far I run?
Can you talk about your marketing strategy? How are you really going to get the word out so people really know about your service?
But just, yesterday we had a pitch competition in Detroit, and 2 of the 10 companies were targeting the same segment. So how do you differentiate? Talk a little bit more about your team.
Nice to see we have some smart people here in Pittsburgh.
Very smart people in Pittsburgh. All right, everybody, why don't you look at the list and then pick the 3 that you're most interested in?
No one's going to know what's going on. That's fine. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. That's great. That's really good.
And the winner is... The winner is Soul Power. Got it. There you go. Done. Nice to meet you.